Tree from Tree Integrative Health, and in this session I'll be talking a bit about Crohn's disease and ulcerative colitis and how functional medicine and Tree Integrative Health in particular can help folks with those conditions. So Crohn's disease and ulcerative colitis are incredibly debilitating autoimmune conditions. They come with a ton of discomfort and pain, often with a lot of diarrhea, and symptoms that are truly life-altering. Some people have a very difficult time leaving their homes. They have a difficult time getting through the workday. It can be debilitating in so many different ways. By the time people come to see me, they're often already on a medication, something like sulfasalazine, for example, or a biologic immunosuppressant like Humira, and they're getting somewhat better with this treatment, but there's a lot of concern about the side effects, especially for the biologics, and people often want to know, what can I do to help myself? So my doctor is providing this medication for me, but what can I do to impact my own disease process and help my own healing? And the truth is, there's a lot of things that you can do. And so what do we do in functional medicine for Crohn's disease and ulcerative colitis? One of the first things that I often do with people is an elimination diet to identify hidden food sensitivities and allergies. So a lot of us have these unrecognized food sensitivities that we've had for many, many years that don't present the way a typical allergy would. So if you have a kid with a peanut allergy and they eat a peanut butter jelly sandwich and their lips blow up and they can't breathe, it's pretty clear that that's a true what we call an IgE-mediated food allergies. But there's a lot of different types of sensitivities out there too that can present differently. It can present with, increased diarrhea. It can present with fatigue or headaches or those kind of things. And in ulcerative colitis and Crohn's disease, sometimes that can contribute to some of the symptoms and the overall kind of body burden of inflammation if you have these unrecognized food sensitivities. So the elimination diet provides a really structured way to identify those food sensitivities and figure out exactly what needs to be pulled out of the diet long term in order for you to have symptom healing. And for some people, just going through that process is life-changing. What else do we do? A lot of other things. There are some nutraceuticals and supplements that can make a big difference in terms of controlling the overall level of inflammation, just calming everything down in the intestinal tract. If people are really in bad shape, sometimes I'll use something called an elemental diet, which is essentially bowel rest. It gives you the nutrition that you need without your body having to digest and absorb anything because it's pretty much pre-digested already for you. So sometimes I'll start with that and then I'll move into other things just to allow the body to calm down a little bit. I also look at kind of overall dietary changes, so moving towards an anti-inflammatory diet, changing that balance between the inflammatory foods and the anti-inflammatory foods, getting people sleeping, really important. If you are not sleeping, you are not healing. So getting good restful sleep is absolutely critical, and sometimes there's a ton of work that we need to do to get people there. Stress management. Anyone with Crohn's disease and ulcerative colitis knows that in a stressful situation, if you're about to have an interview, you're going to have a flare because stress hormones, cortisol especially, can really impact the digestive system. So looking at really practical ways of managing stress and giving you tools to be able to handle that can really make a difference in terms of your symptoms. So stress management, dietary changes, overall lifestyle changes, nutraceuticals and supplements. There's a ton of other things that we can do that can overall impact your symptoms. It can impact how you live your life and your quality of life, how much medication you need to take. So there's a lot of options out there. And if you're interested in hearing a little bit more, then just reach out, give us a call, and we'll see if we can help you. Thanks.